Hello, everyone. This is Nanimos Tomato. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Wow. Today, I'm bringing to us a different thing entirely. As you can see on this video, you can see this is a massive cassava production machine that is being used here. And why I really want to talk about this is most of our youths and our businessmen in Africa, Nigeria to be precise, they tend to, go into business and kind of copy what they are seeing from their friends and family, especially businesses they know nothing about, and business that is seasonal. For example, I have a friend that spent some years in the United Kingdom. He now came back home and started a furniture business. And this time it's not as if he's producing it himself. He's importing Italian furnitures. He has a big warehouse where he sells them. So on a good day, I went there to pay him a visit, just like I usually do. So on getting there, I saw the staffs and the sales girls. They were all sleeping. So I asked them what was wrong. Why were they sleeping at this time? They said there's no sales. So I called my friend. I said he's at home. So I went to his house and we started discussing, and he told me that there's no sales. Because those furnitures are very expensive and it's seasonal. If you are not rich, you can't buy those kind of furnitures. A typical one that is built around the corner, the full furniture could go for like 1 million or so, but their own is around 5, 10, 20 million per set of chair. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like an example. You see some people bring cars. You go to some car stands by January, the cars you see there by January, if you go there by August, the same cars will still be there because people are pricing, they are not buying. You see, I'm not saying those things are not good. It's good for people that knows about it or people that are already known. But let's think of agriculture. Like a philosopher once said, invest where there's a daily need. Agriculture or food processing company, things like this, they are daily needs. People eat them every day. Even the common man eats gari, eats eba, or all other things attached to this starch production. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you want to go into business, let's think of, breaking out from the norm. Let's think of agriculture. It's one of the daily needs in the whole world. Let's think of, diverting from the normal things that people do. Even if it's not as large as this, if it's not as massive as this, it's still a daily need. So you can see the production here now, how they process the gari, the cassava, and the machines that peels it, washes it, crush it, separate the shaft from the main cassava, filter it, fry it. This is an example. So let's think of going into something else apart from the conventional things that we see on daily basis. Think of investing. Like I said, a philosopher once said, invest where there is a daily need. Invest where there is a daily need. Food production, food processing, etc., is a daily need. Let's give it a second thought. Anytime you are thinking of going into a business, or starting up a new business, give it a second thought. give it a second thought. Even if you can get a land, acquire a land, you plant massively, and you start production. I bet you will never ever regret it. Apart from getting a line on planting cassava, you can equally start buying. Let people know you that you buy cassava. The farmers will bring for you. Planters will bring for you. You start your production. You make your gari. You make your gari powder. You make normal gari. You make starch. You produce starch. There's a lot of things you could get from gari product. Even some people use the powder for bread making. So, my dear brothers and sisters, young entrepreneurs, businessmen, think of it. One love.